Hi everyone, so if you read the title of this video, you'll realize that I lied. I'm not doing a reaction video to the Blood of Olympus sneak peek yet. That is still a plan for future videos, but today I want to discuss the character of Hans from the movie Frozen and why it's not convincing that he is actually an evil person. Alright, story time! So, I was recently watching Frozen with my brother, and I've seen this movie multiple times before. Every time I watched it, it's after the first time, it's like, you know that Hans is going to, betray Anna and all that stuff. And so, you're expecting it, and you still absolutely hate his guts. But for some reason, when I was watching it most recent time with my brother, I started looking into Hans's character. And I don't know what made me do this, but I just started realizing that up until the point where he betrays Anna, Hans is a really nice guy. Yes, he is selfish, and I'll get to that in a minute, but he's a nice guy. Okay, so I first picked up on the Hans nice guy vibe right after he hits Anna with his horse. And this is the first time they're meeting. We assume that Hans does not know who she is at this point. She definitely does not know who he is. And he's genuinely sincere with his apology to Anna about, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, kind of thing. I'm pretty sure he meant it. I'm pretty sure that he actually did not mean to hit her with his horse. And that Anna is just a supreme klutz and ran into the horse while she was singing and dancing. Yeah, so that's when I first noticed, started thinking, Hans isn't a bad guy right here. And then there's later on, the whole, they're making googly eyes at the wedding, or not the wedding, the coronation. And, then it gets to the actual ball part. When they start dancing and before the song, Love is an Open Door, I saw a post on Tumblr where it's talking about how Hans is flirting with Anna for his own personal gain. And this is where I'm going to get into the part where Hans is a selfish person. There's no denying that. He is selfish. Because he is flirting with Anna. And at this point, this is where you can kind of start thinking, okay, he's trying to, woo her to be able to marry her. And if you believe the whole he's evil and wants to kill Elsa thing, so he can eventually, become king. Well, at this point, he's flirting with her. And his flirting is very charming, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's kind of, to me, the way I would describe it very bluntly, he basically is flirting with Anna to be able to get in her pants. That's how I would essentially describe it. I know that's a very blunt description, but that's how I see it. And he is very selfish at this, and the entire time through Love is an Open Door, he's singing about himself. I'm not denying that he is selfish. He is very selfish. But I'm not convinced that he is evil, psychopathic murderer guy. I'm not convinced on that. Because later on, Elsa, runs away. Anna goes after her. She leaves Hans in charge. Now, why would you leave the bad guy in charge? Well, no one knows he's a bad guy at this point. Not even the audience knows. And when she leaves him in charge, he does a good job at it. He's a natural-born leader, or at least not, natural born, but he's a good leader. And he's taking care of the people. He's making sure that they're warm enough. He's making sure they have food and firewood, and he's telling the Duke guy off. And, he's good at this. He wouldn't be a bad king if he'd go about getting to the crown in the right way. But, so that's another reason why I'm not thoroughly convinced he's fully evil. Then there's later on, when Elsa is in prison. This is before Anna has come back from the top of the mountain, and they have Elsa in prison. He's nice to her in prison. He has no reason to be nice to her in prison. Why would you be nice to someone in prison? Especially if that person has, hates your guts. We have established that Elsa hates Hans at this point. Or she's very, very wary of him. Why would you be nice to someone in prison? He has no reason to be nice to her, but yet he is. He's not nice to the point where he's like, we're gonna give you a free pass, you can go, but he's civil. He's not evil, murderous guy. So he's either a fantastic actor, or he's really not evil, guys. That's the point I'm trying to make. And Abby and I have had a very long discussion about this, pointing out all these different things. That Hans, his character development is only I've actually talked about this with Jess as well. It's only in the last 5 minutes of the movie that he's evil after he betrays Anna. And I have some theories as to why. One reason, the movie needs a villain. They take out Elsa from that part. Originally Elsa, yes, was supposed to be the villain. They take away Elsa, who are you gonna get? Well, let's just throw the prince out there and make him evil. No one will expect that. It's true, no one expected that. But I can't help but wonder if they wanted to make it so much to the point where no one would expect Hans being evil, that they make him so convincingly nice to the point where when he turns evil, it doesn't make sense. He's completely nice up to this point, but then he's just complete jerk. And I could use stronger language, but I'm not going to. He's just ultimate jerk face for the last 5 minutes of the movie. And it doesn't seem like it fits. I can understand, okay, yes, we can give him an excuse. He's just a fantastic actor. He wants to woo Anna and marry her and then kill her sister so he can become king. But I don't see him as the ultimate power-hungry guy like that. It just doesn't make sense. I can't really argue that the plot twist was amazing, and no, I didn't see that coming, and normally I like to pride myself in being able to see stuff like this coming. I didn't see this one coming to the extent that it did. I kind of, suspected, okay, I don't think Hans is being as truthful as he really is. He has some ulterior motive. I did not see it happening the way it did. And, but I figure, Hans, something's going to happen to Hans because obviously Anna and Kristoff are going to end up together. That was my logic. I didn't see the logic behind Hans turning evil, wanting to kill Elsa, and then eventually, potentially killing Anna just so he can assume the throne and get the throne and rule Arendelle. I didn't see that. The whole idea of it just doesn't make sense to me. And I've said this 50 times, but it doesn't seem like it really flows well. On first watch, yes, it does. It's what? But then, the more times I watch it, I'm just kind of this doesn't feel right. I am totally prepared to hate Hans. Second time, even third time I watched it, I was I absolutely hate Hans right now. But now that I watch him more and more, I'm just I can't really hate this guy. Yes, he betrays Anna in the end, but I can't really hate him because he's a nice guy. And he does nice things for the majority of the movie. I don't know. I'm probably just crazy. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, if you guys have any theories as to why Hans suddenly turned evil, or why they wrote him that way, or if you believe he's evil or not, leave a comment below. So that, maybe we can actually get a cool discussion going on as to whether or not Hans is actually evil. That would be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'll hopefully see you guys later this week, maybe, if I can Shanghai Kayla into doing a Blood of Olympus sneak peek review with me. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, so yeah, leave a comment below. Thumbs up if you think that it's possible that Hans actually isn't such a jerk-faced guy. And thumbs down if you disagree and think he's still a complete rude, evil, mastermind murder guy. Yeah. And click subscribe, wherever the subscribe button is. I don't really know. Yeah. Bye, guys. Want to see something cool? I have TARDIS lanterns. Look. They're so cute.